Welcome to the stone hands, to the hands of stone. We shall dwell into the mysteries of being a human. Here, we are in a wild forest, in an old forest that has been left alone by human hands. It has been left to its own means. No one is managing it, and that's beautiful. And here are growing large amounts of wild garlic. Yes, we love to eat it when it's spring. And in our language, it's called karulauk. It's a bear's garlic, because when the bear wakes up from the long winter's sleep, the first thing that it eats is wild garlic, ramson. And the bear comes out from his hole, from his cave, and comes to munch. But it's just great thing for humans to do also, because living our lifestyle, we tend to follow more the circadian rhythms, the daylight and the night light. We follow the way how nature has intended humans to be. Not perfectly. There are, of course, some indigenous people and other people who are much better than we are in our family. But we are in a good touch with the nature around. We cherish the trees. We come spend our time in the forests. We live in the countryside, and we have a land that we are going to rewild. And being in contact with nature helps to tune the body to its natural state of being. Eating the wild wood, the microbiome in the gut and in the mouth is balanced. Living by the means of the nature, the health of the body and the mental health are much better. No need to stress about things, just to enjoy your time and play around in the wild with the children, and craft some things and build with my own hands. Here's a place nearby where I go and quarry my paramagnetic stones. As in other videos, you can see the way I'm building our garden. I made stone circles. Now I'm digging out foundations for a dome greenhouse. And it's just a lifestyle. One day I'm going to build a dome to host sound healing events, to habit our gongs. Because, of course, we cherish the nature and we love being in the nature. We also love the possibilities of the modern technology. The same goes with the classicistic architecture, with the classical architecture, that you can build classical buildings in modern times, but with modern technology. You can insulate them in a much better ways, but you can make them breathable, of course. Like for example, hempcrete or straw bale buildings. Or for example, we are selling in our company wood fiber insulation. That's also a way to insulate a house. Or the old tradition of building log houses in Finland, or over here also in Estonia, and also in Great Russia. It's all been possible for centuries of making great houses, and with modern technologies we can make them more monumental. We can have more advanced heating systems and habit more people and have more rooms with more less loss of energy. Because the modern cities are quite uninhabitable places. They are vicious to the human nature, full of stress, full of toxins, and the materials that most of the new buildings are built are toxic and poisonous for us. How we see children have become strange. They have ADHDs and other behavior cognitive diseases. That's the toxins that are found in the building materials, in the food, and in the cities by the pollution. So it's just a more natural way to move out from the city, to form communities, to find, you don't have to find like-minded people, but just rural people, and life becomes more easy, life becomes more simple. And of course, to utilize the modern technology, it's beautiful. Like our friends, they are their family, they are multimillionaires, but they decided to move out from the city, and they were building 2 houses, one for their own living and the second to have as a homeschool and to accompany guests, visitors. So for the first 2 years they were living in a camper van next to a building site, and the father of the family said he was so happy, and the children were so happy. They had so little time on the screens, and when they woke up in the morning, they went outside and began to play and do things out in the nature. The same happened with our family when we lived half a year in the camper van when we were building our house. The children just went outside, played all day long, went crazy. They were encompassed in the nature. But then we have winter, and in the winter we like to be more indoors. When you have minus 20 Celsius, it's just not so nice to be over 3 or 4 hours in a row outside. It just becomes cold. People get cold, the fingers get cold, and you just want to have some warmth and coziness for a while. So it's great to have large houses as well. It's not always like that we should live in a small cabins and in the wilderness, because when you have children and the family, it's just hard in the winter and you are cramped in a small space. But enjoying the nature in the winter is also a great thing to do, a possibility that we take care of, that we manifest for ourselves. But when there's spring and summer that now is arriving, it's just so nice. We can spend more time outside and do more work with hands and just enjoy the sun and to tune to the nature. But also, as you see, I'm making a YouTube video. I'm utilizing a modern technology. And of course, we are connected to society, organizing events, hanging out with people, going to restaurants and so on. My dream is that we would have more raw food restaurants, that it would be more enjoyable experience, because I just love to eat raw food, And here is my feast by the wild garlic. So I hope you enjoyed the video. You can subscribe, and I wish you all the best. And I show you my field of feast. There's something nice always in the forest to eat.